Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, I didn't really feel like talking while I was playing, so this is just like a voiceover and stuff. But yeah, I don't really remember what I did in the video, but that's besides the point. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 new hypercharges. If you're watching this video, I almost guarantee you have not seen my short about talking about 2 of them, Bo and Meg, but from then, there's 3 more that are coming next update. So we have Bo, Meg, Lola, Mr. P, and Chester. So it's pretty interesting to think about these brawlers getting hypercharged, especially like Mr. P, because he hasn't been the strongest in like the meta for a long time. Like he's probably one of the weakest brawlers as of today. So today what we're going to be doing is, or I'm going to be doing, is just talking about some things that I could see happening with the hypercharges. Like, yeah, I don't have a script or anything, so I'm just saying this off the dome. So let's start with the one I'm looking forward to the most, and that being Bo. If you've watched my channel at all, which I almost assure that you haven't, but if you did, you probably have realized that Bo is probably one of my favorite characters. I play him a lot. I just like playing him. I think he's pretty underrated. His damage is pretty high. He can stun people. It's really good. And he's been lacking a hypercharge for a while now. So he's just been a little weaker than all the characters who had him. But for him, I could see him getting hypercharged, putting him like all the way at the top, like A tier, maybe S tier. Because right now I think he's probably about like, I personally think he would be like a B tier or maybe even an A tier just as he is, because he does like, if you can hit all 3 of his shots, you get like 3,000 damage. Somewhere around in there. I think it's like 3,600, ain't it? But his mines are pretty good. They're a little easier to dodge, which probably makes him about B tier for his super, because it's really easy to dodge his mines if you're a good player, but when they're stupid and just walk right into them, you get a lot of value out of them. So him getting a hypercharge, meaning his mines explode instantly, that would cut out all the dodging mechanics of it, and it would make him a lot better than he is right now. Or maybe even just adding like 2 more mines to him, adding like just a bigger span, or just like doing all they could do. I could see them doing a couple things, but like those 2 would probably be like the main ones, because they don't really like that. That's all I can see them doing really. They're probably going to try to be pretty basic with it, either adding mines or making them explode faster, if not instantly, but like just a couple seconds faster. I say couple seconds, I mean just like half the time that they usually explode, making them harder to dodge. But yeah, Meg, I don't really see what they're gonna do. Like it's interesting to think about. Are they gonna add it to where you can only use her hypercharge in one of her forms? If you use it in her small form or in her big form, the hypercharge is gonna do different things. Like if she's in her small form, does she get into like a super mech? Or if she's in her mech form, does the mech just get upgraded, or will it be like a sword thing? Like, will it knock people back? Will it pull people in? Will it deal more damage? Will it shoot out? Like, there's a lot of things they could do with it. They could make it a projectile. Could make it a larger radius. They could make it put like a burn effect on people. They could do a lot of things with it. But the small form, will she just get into a bigger mech that has more health and more damage, and then when it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed, kind of like a Jessie turret, like how she doesn't like her turret doesn't deactivate and go back to normal until it's destroyed, or she throws another one. Would that be how her mech is? Like, there's a lot to think about with it. I could see them putting one on both, making her get into a better mech, or just making the sword better. But will you be able to use the hypercharge in the small form? If I guess it's just one way to think about it. Then we have Lola. For Lola, I have no clue what they're going to do with her, because I'm just assuming it's going to be like a Jessie turret, making it deal more damage, more health and stuff. Maybe the enemies, the ego hits will put like a slowing effect, or like I could see them like literally doing anything. They could add effects, they can add they could get rid of the further away, the more damage it does. Like just have it to where it does the most damage standing right next to you. That's pretty much it. Like I don't really see them doing anything other than just buffing its stats or adding like an effect or two onto it. I could see it pretty nice if like when she hit you, it puts like a small little slow, kind of like Gale's gadget. Like I could see that working. And then we have Mr. P. Mr. P, I feel like has been one of the weakest brawlers for a long time now. He hasn't been good for a long while. So this hypercharge could be the Supercell's way of making him good for at least until they nerf it. For me, I feel like Mr. P would get more value if instead of just spawning one big peep, or what are they? They're called peeps, right? Anyways, instead of spawning just one big little helper thing, he spawns like more, like he throws down his little depot thing or whatever it's called, and instead of just spawning a super one until it's destroyed and then spawning another super one, I could see them making it to where he spawns like 5 or 6 or 7 of his little peep things that chase you around and deal more damage. Maybe have longer range and shoot faster, just to make it to where, like, right now they're just annoying. They don't really ever do anything, in my opinion. Anytime I see him being used, it's just to waste a little bit of ammo, and other than that, it just doesn't get any damage because they're really easy to dodge. They have to be like right up next to you to shoot, and then it shoots so slowly and doesn't go far at all. So you can just keep running and basically dodge them. And then lastly, we have Chester. And Chester is probably one of the most interesting ones you can think of, because he has 5 different supers. So there's been things in the community that say he's just going to use all 5 of them at once. In my opinion, that's pretty boring. Not boring, but like, why would you need to do that? They're going to die either way. Like throwing the bomb, the stun, the rain, the poisoned, and healing yourself, that's not going to really do anything. Like it's just you're just gonna kill them, and then like 3 of the effects won't even do anything, like the stun and the bomb, and then they're just dead. They don't need to be poisoned. They don't. I think that they should have different effects for all 5 of the supers, and I know that's extra work for them, but I also think it would be nice, like the bomb, just a really big bomb, kind of like dynamite, but not like dynamite, because just like a really big bomb. The stun could just stun for longer, deal more damage or something. Maybe bounce between enemies. The poison could probably go through walls. I could see that happening. Yeah. The health can just add a shield, kind of like Poco's. The rain could maybe actually do some damage for once. Maybe a really big range, like radius, to cover more room. Did I cover them all? Bomb, poison, stun. Yep, that's all of them. Okay, thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, please subscribe, like, and comment what you think could happen with these hypercharges. And please have a very good day. Bye, guys.